First carry for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity late.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Elliott, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Prescott from the gun. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Be ready. Be ready. Here we go, 47.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught up left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll rifle, looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Strip that ball. 47. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Rip right, rip right. Under. Roy.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. But sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. They'll roll him out right. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Now Callaway on the return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 29, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And
he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So 2 quarters down, 2. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Under 10. Everybody count. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, able to avoid him. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, Echo. Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Callaway. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense.
Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep where you from, where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Ripper stuff the edge like y'all don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Bless it. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soldier chill. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 59.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
26.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Draws on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. On first down, it's Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right. Around the 43.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own
now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On first down, Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The give is to Elliott. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
46. You think you gonna get this? You go 46.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a first down throw, gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Goff now looks to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Hold. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go. Switch. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 58, come on. I'm here all day.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gurley again here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Taco Charlton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll give to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
go. Like 20. 54. Right, 54. Let's go,
Again they run with Gurley. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
And it's third down.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
We're going to 54. Check 3. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Mike, 180. Ricky,
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Elliott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fights through, and now a crease. 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then Xavier Woods with a pick. On first down, Elliott. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
It's my time.
Everybody asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Big beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. Trying to get my number retired.